Hello everyone, I'm Mark Aberti, the teenager entrepreneur, and in this lecture, I'm going to talk about one area of success that many people mix up, and that is that success is a marathon and not a sprint. Now, of course, success is not a sprint. It's not going to be an overnight transition from where you are now to your definition of success. But success isn't just a marathon. It is something more than that. Success is rather a hustle, where you are putting in a lot of work over a very long period of time in order to achieve your definition of success. And just to let you know, my definition, financial independence, while at the same time you are living the life that you want to live. So that's my definition of success. I hope you go after that as well, and whichever you choose to define as success, that's your definition, but you need to hustle towards success. Many people use the marathon analogy to indicate that it takes a lot of time to be successful and you need to do a lot of work, but in a marathon, there are racers, and these racers finish at different times. There are some racers who finish in under 3 hours. There are some racers who finish in 2 days. So the time that it takes for a racer to go from the starting line to the finish line can be very different. So you may be running in the marathon of success right now, but how fast are you running? Are you running to get there to the finish line in under 3 hours, or are you running to get there in a few days? You want to be running at a really great pace and basically hustle from start to finish, so that you are able to become successful quicker. Many people use the idea of running a marathon as a way to get out of doing work. They say, oh, I know that what I do now isn't going to make me successful tomorrow, so I could take the day off, I could take the week off, I could take the month off, I could do this instead of that, I could stop doing this, I could just take a whole break altogether. And these thoughts run through people's minds at a very common rate because they constantly think marathon takes a very long time. You can stop, you can not run, you can stop hustling, you can walk, you can just not run it by giving it your all. So you have to hustle from start to finish if you want to become successful. Now, I know that it does take a long time to become successful and it does feel like a marathon, but there are some people who become successful in 1 year. There are some people who become successful in 20 years. It all depends on how much work you put in, and then how much work are you willing to put in even when you aren't getting the results. Many people need to get quick results in order to take more action. They believe if I'm not getting these results, I should just stop altogether and then just pursue something different. If you're pursuing something like entrepreneurship, there are going to be weeks and months where very small results are going to come in. I mean, with practically every single entrepreneur, there are these dry seasons where they're not making any revenue to start off, and then as they put in more work over a very long period of time, they suddenly start to generate that revenue, and now some of these entrepreneurs have become very wealthy. I'm going to give you an example. One person that I know, and that you know too, started something called TrafoData. Now, right now, you may be wondering, who is this person? How do I know this person? Because TrafoData is something that you probably don't remember, you probably don't think about. I mean, it took me a lot of research to even figure out that something called TrafoData even existed. So it was initially successful, it was a technology business, but then it went out of business a few years later. So who was the person behind this business? Bill Gates. Bill Gates was the person behind TrafoData. It fell apart. The next business he created after that was Microsoft, and that's how you know him. So even Bill Gates, the richest man in the world, had his struggles, and there were times when his business not only wasn't bringing in money, but was also making him lose his profit. So he was losing more money than he was actually making, and he actually went out of business. So success is a hustle, and mistakes are going to be made. There will be missteps, but if you continue to hustle, if you continue to put in the work, even if you're not getting the best of results and you believe in the idea, then you'll become successful. So it's not just a marathon, it's how fast you are running that marathon that determines how successful you become and how soon you actually become successful. That is all for this video. I hope it has served you, and what I want you to do is to dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.